Local 3 Sports with Jake Duran.
For this week's Sports Zone Player Spotlight, we take you to Iron Mountain to learn about Gerald Sample Torres and his journey from Puerto Rico to Iron Mountain and how basketball has helped him make a new home here in the UP. Iron Mountain junior guard Gerald Sample Torres is a long ways away from his birthplace of Puerto Rico.
Oh, when I came here, I was like surprised because it's very calm here. It's nothing like in Puerto Rico. Plus, it's hot back there, and up here it's just cold. I didn't like that at first, but yeah, it's very calm in here.
Sample Torres and his family moved to the UP during his 7th grade year. To no surprise, the drastic change of scenery came with a bit of culture shock. While adapting to his new surroundings, Gerald found comfort in the sport of basketball.
Yeah, it was very different. I came here, I didn't know anything about English. I couldn't speak with anyone, just be by myself, play basketball by myself.
It was in Puerto Rico where Gerald's passion for basketball was cultivated.
My dad, my grandpa, they played basketball like forever, I can say. Yeah, my grandpa was my coach, literally. He teach me everything I know, same with my dad.
Entering his freshman year of high school, Sample Torres had become much more acclimated to his new home in Iron Mountain. He was also back to playing competitive basketball, and the skills he developed through the years of coaching he received as a kid were on full display. 10 games into his freshman season, Iron Mountain head coach Bucky Johnson felt Gerald was ready to make the jump to the varsity level.
When I started playing varsity, it was way different. I'm playing with older people than me. Like, it was very faster, more physical, so I guess I was like starting to learn stuff.
I didn't take him up right away when he was a freshman because I wasn't quite sure, where he'd fit in, but I watched him play a few high school games and I'm like, okay, this kid, he has some natural ability, he has some smarts on the court, some awareness, and I took him up, and it's a tough position and we put a lot of pressure on him, and I've had a lot of help in his development.
A key to Gerald's growth as a player has been his relationship with Iron Mountain assistant coaches Kyle and Marcus Johnson.
It started when we brought Gerald up as a freshman and we inserted him as a starting point guard, and man, we had conversations with him, and the boys would work with him on the side. Marcus and Kyle, they're both really smart. They both live the game. They're point guards. They understand what we want. They understand what the system is. And they talk to the kids, they really relate to them well.
Bucky Johnson, who is known for his more traditional, intense coaching style, admits having 2 younger coaches on his staff, along with longtime coach Rick Olds and Robin Martela, brings good balance.
That is critical and it's key. They calm me down, and it's just we all work together well, and having those 2 kids relate to those kids, to our players, just on the side or after the timeout or coming into the timeout, I just really think that helps, and then it helps me as well because I'm pretty intense. Sometimes I'm too hard charging, and that's a work in progress. I can say that after 35 years of coaching. But I think the kids understand me, and they know how much I love them.
Yeah, if Bucky is screaming, I got Kyle or Marcus coming to me to calm down, because if he's screaming, I just like get fired up too, and then I got Marcus and Kyle, Mr. Old, they're always like there for help me and calm me down.
Both assistant coaches are not too far removed from being in Gerald's shoes. Kyle Johnson played point guard for Iron Mountain from 2014 through 2016. He helped guide the Mountaineers to a regional finals appearance in 2015. Marcus Johnson starred for the Mountaineers from 2016 through 2020 and was the floor general for the Mountaineers during their magical run to the state finals during the 2018-2019 season.
Before every game I got Marcus like, remember you're the key of the car. If you don't have the key, you can't start the car, right? So yeah, they always trying to before a game they're talking to me just to calm me down, relax and stuff.
And he's flourished in the driver's seat. With Gerald leading the way, the Mountaineers are 14-0 and are ranked #1 in Divisions 1 through 3 in the latest UPSSA high school basketball poll.
Just every night kind of telling him, that he's a leader, take control and just control the game and be a good teammate, lead the guys and just help them out in any way you can, because you look at your point guard like another coach out on the floor, and Gerald has that kind of intelligence out there. He's a very smart player. If we don't have a play for him, he kind of calls one on himself, and to be able to have your point guard to be able to do that, that's huge, just because it kind of shows the trust that he has in the coaching staff and we have as having him.
Gerald is averaging just over 10 points per game, 7 assists per game, 2.5 steals per game, and almost 2.5 rebounds per game. With a talented supporting cast around him, Gerald's willingness to be a pass-first point guard has elevated his team's play and has them primed for what they hope is another deep playoff run.
Gerald, he's crafty, first of all. He's heady. He can really handle the rock. He has it on a string, as some people like to say. He's been working on his shooting. I think that's going to take him to the next step as far as his play. He can pass, he can dribble, makes the right play, but his shooting is improving as far as making it to the next level for him as a player.
When he's going, our whole team is going, and just we trust him, and he can make shots. He's a very good facilitator, great defender. So we just look for him to kind of do it all out there for him, and every game he just continues to grow and get better. So nothing but good things to say about him, and we're proud of him.
Gerald's continued growth as a player will be critical for the Mountaineers to reach their goals set for this season.
It kind of all starts with Gerald, actually, because I know we have Oscar, and Oscar's 6'6", but somebody's got to deliver him the ball. And not just Gerald delivers it to him, but Gerald's able to handle pressure, and there's a lot of it on him, and people are going to press up on him. And so in order for us to get where we want to go, Gerald's going to have to play well, and we're going to have a few others step in and get some minutes there when we need it. And that's all going to be critical to accomplishing our goals this year.
With the continued support from his family back home in Puerto Rico and new basketball family here in the UP, Gerald is confident he'll be ready to overcome any challenges that come his way through the ups and downs of a season.
When I'm out here in the gym or games or anything, it's just like I feel happy. I feel like I can do anything basically out there. Yeah, my grandpa, my grandma, they're always calling me, FaceTime me. They always watching my games on the TV. Yeah, and they're very proud of me.
We'll be right back with more Local 3 news in just a few minutes.